Are you a parent of a child struggling with chronic neurological issues like autism, ADHD, sensory processing disorder, anxiety, or epilepsy? Have you been searching for answers and explanations only to be left feeling frustrated and hopeless? Well, if you've exhausted all options within the traditional medical system and you've even tried various natural remedies without success, then this video and the exciting resource that we'll be sharing within it is made perfectly for you. So every single day we sit down with parents who feel like they've been entirely dismissed and ignored by their pediatrician or the traditional medical system, only to watch their children not simply grow out of early life challenges and concerns, things like colic, constipation, chronic ear infections, and missed milestones. Today's parents are more educated and more informed than ever, and instead of keeping up and working alongside parents, it seems that the conventional pediatrician approach is to continue to belittle them, and for many, unfortunately, just kick them out of their practice altogether if they don't get in line and do what they are told, which is ignore all of the signs of chronic illness that's brewing in their kids and just stuff them down with more drugs, medications, and surgeries. Harsh? I know, but this is important stuff to hear. So in this video, and with a brand new incredible podcast, we are about to finally reveal to parents worldwide what's really causing their child's chronic health issues. We'll help you finally uncover the hidden sequence of stress, trauma, physical injury, and exposure to toxins that happens during critical and sensitive periods of development that still continue to be overlooked and dismissed by conventional doctors. We refer to these early stressors that disrupt the development of the nervous system, the gut, the brain, the immune system, and more as the perfect storm. And when parents finally realize that the real root causes of their child's chronic health issues began way earlier than anyone has ever told them, and they stem from things way beyond simple bad genetics or even gluten and dairy sensitivities, they can finally get not just the answers and explanations they deserve, but the drug-free solutions and action steps that they need to help their children heal naturally and reach their full potential finally. So this video was specifically designed for parents who are tired of not only being dismissed by the traditional medical system, but also have already tried every diet change, detox, vitamin and supplement, essential oil, and integrative therapy that is out there. But still, they see their children struggle with their health each and every day. So parents will finally get the answers that they've been searching for and find a like-minded community through the Experience Miracles podcast. And despite spending the most on healthcare, the United States has the worst health outcomes among high-income countries. Approximately 27% of children in the U.S. have chronic health conditions. 9.4% of children aged 2 through 17 are diagnosed with ADHD. 1 in 36 has autism spectrum disorder. 7% of children ages 3 through 17 have anxiety disorders, 3.2 million kids have learning disorders, 10% have sensory processing disorders, 8% have asthma and allergies, and 4% have autoimmune disorders. You guys, our healthcare system is failing our children. The perfect storm refers to a combination or sequence of early life stressors that can lead to chronic health issues in children that are entirely missed and overlooked, not just by conventional pediatricians and doctors, but by pretty much every other practitioner out there. Even natural health and integrative practitioners blame toxins almost exclusively, and they completely miss the role that exposures to both emotional stress and physical trauma during the birth process play in the development of chronic diseases in our kids. And it often starts with prenatal stress, which can hardwire a developing baby's nervous system for stress and for anxiety. The umbilical cord acts as an electrical power cord that transmits stress hormones from the mother to the baby. So the baby's nervous system literally wires to match the state of the mother's. Yet you don't hear anyone talking about the importance of prenatal maternal stress and mental health. And then up next, birth interventions such as C-sections, forceps, and vacuum extraction can cause physical trauma to a baby's delicate upper neck and brainstem, which leads to neurological dysfunction and subluxations. And then finally, the overuse of antibiotics and constant bombardment of medications and toxins early and often in a child's life leads to disruption of the gut microbiome, rampant inflammation in the body, and all sorts of additional issues that must be addressed. On the Experience Miracles podcast, our team takes the time to introduce and explain to parents an entire set of wildly important terms and concepts that no other doctor or pediatric health experts are talking about, but they absolutely hold the keys to exactly what you've been looking for: safe, effective, natural, drug-free healing and care options for your entire family. On each and every single episode, they'll break down things like vagus nerve dysfunction, nervous system dysregulation, dysautonomia, subluxation, sympathetic dominance, and more. They all sound like big words, but they will make a huge difference in your world. And they'll also introduce you to some incredible technologies and neurological healing options, such as heart rate variability, neurotonal chiropractic adjustments, and more. Within the first 10 minutes of tuning into the Experience Miracles podcast, you'll quickly hear that the host and world-renowned pediatric health expert, Dr. Tony Ebel, was made for this job. Dr. Tony can break down the science and the neurology of chronic illness in kids in a way that nobody else can. He makes it sound simple and easy to understand, but actually entertaining and engaging as well. He addresses chronic illness in kids and takes on the toughest questions, not just from a doctor and health expert angle, but from a dad and a parent angle too. He's got 4 kids of his own, including his own perfect storm kid and miracle son, Oliver. You'll gain access to a doctor who truly is called and crafted to help transform your family's entire life. So check out what this one mother said about the podcast. She said, "I have learned an immense amount from this podcast, and I look forward to every new episode release. Dr. Tony explains complex neurological concepts in a simple and entertaining way, while also helping me connect the dots and answer questions that no one else has been able to for our kids." How cool is that? So if you're ready to finally get the hope, answers, explanations, and drug-free healthcare options that you've long been searching for, then you've got to hit the link below or head to the link in our bio and immediately subscribe to and download the latest episode of the Experience Miracles podcast with Dr. Tony Ebel. Not only does Dr. Tony dive deep into all things autism, ADHD, anxiety, seizures, sensory issues in kids, and the latest neuroscience around the vagus nerve, dysautonomia, and nervous system regulation, but he also brings in the world's top pediatric natural health experts like Dr. Josh Axe for some in-depth interviews that will arm you with the practical take-home action steps that will transform your family's health without drugs and without medications. So don't wait another day to start your child's journey towards optimal health and well-being. Click the link below to subscribe to the Experience Miracles podcast now and take the first step toward transforming your child's life.